The residents of Bidensburg tell Bloomberg Politics that Diamond Joe is putting out vibes that Hillary Clinton may be vulnerable to a nomination challenge and that he may be the one to bring it. Mark, this reporting is mostly yours, so the questions I have for you are two. Is Biden about to take the Amtrak train to 2016? And if he does, what happens then?
I don't think if he does run, he'll get in anytime soon. But it's clear that he'd like to run for president, and it's clear that he sees what he thinks is an opening against his friend Hillary Clinton. There's every reason to believe...
And to be clear, when you say friend, they are actual friends.
Actual friends.
Not Washington friends, actual friends.
But look, he went to Iowa, New Hampshire, South Carolina. He feels he got a good reception in those places. He still feels like he can appeal to the Democratic Party. And if Hillary Clinton stumbles, he would like to be the one to be there and not let the thing either go into chaos or go to someone else.
Here are a couple things that are true about Joe Biden. And, you know, I spent a lot of time with Biden back in 2012 writing a big profile on him. A couple things I learned in that process, although I knew him okay before. One is that he never done anything but run for office his whole life. And as he comes to the end here, the question is, what does he do next? He wants to keep running. The second thing is he doesn't want to end his career by getting rolled over by the Hillary Clinton freight train. That would be a bad way to end his career. But if she looks vulnerable, I definitely think there's quite a good chance he will dive in.
So if no one else serious gets in who can really topple her, and she looks weak when we get to the fall, before the debates start, if the DNC puts on some debates, I think you could see Joe Biden say, hey, why not? Why not stand on the stage and make the case and try to be, again, a Hillary Clinton alternative? She is extraordinarily strong in polling.
Yes.
And the frenzy over her emails has created the impression of weakness greater than it is. But at the same time, there is disquiet in the party now and a growing movement that we've talked about of people who say she should have a spirited challenge that will make her stronger if she becomes a nominee.
I mean, I'll go back to this thing. Well, she is still very strong in the polling. He is actually quite weak in the polling, even though a lot of political reporters really like him. He's still quite weak. You know, he does not want to be a three-time loser. I think that's the big fear for him. I don't think he'll run unless he thinks he can win. I don't think he'll run as a symbolic challenge. But he has a fingertip feel, and I think one of the things he might sense in her is that she doesn't have the full heart for this. And if she doesn't have the heart for it, he definitely does.
He's got some, you know, you say you don't want to be a two-time loser.
A three-time
loser. If he doesn't run, then in some ways he's giving up a dream and is vice president of the United States, but never president. And I think in the end, if she looks beatable, he may decide, you know what? I can win this, rather go out as president and risk being in the arena and maybe not.
But that's the key distinction. Is she beatable in his mind?